I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Jerry!
Hi! It's Brian Posehn, and that's one of my idiot friends.
Guess
Blaine
which
specifically.
Huh? Wasn't me.
What? You're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hi, friends.
Hi, Brian Posehn and friends.
Where were we last week, Sark? We were in the shit. I think we're all going to die.
About to die.
Yeah. You guys,
I'm pretty
it's boss
fucked up.
fight time.
Yeah.
So we had unfortunately cut off in the middle of this epic battle against the water elemental lord that Sparklet had led you guys through the rift to the water elemental plane, where you were going to try and annihilate this guy, get his crown, so Sparklet could finish sealing the rift from this side while you guys made your escape. That was the plan. However, we left off with things weren't totally going your way. Legions of the elemental, the foot soldiers, I guess, water fin soldiers. I don't know. Whatever. They had formed a giant, they had combined into some like giant serpent worm.
Big
entity,
fuck you machine,
and they were just trying to. It looks like it's like Dune but underwater. It looks like it's just trying to pulverize you, and you've got your hands full already because you're in this swirling combat with the elemental lord, who is using ice attacks to try and damage you guys and hopefully rupture your golems and crush you into oblivion. And I think that's where we left off. He had just, you guys had done massive damage to him, and then he had sacrificed some of his essence to buff some, like his royal guards, sort of, which had been, they had just been completely ineffective attacking you guys. However, he suffered some self-inflicted damage to buff them out, and now it seems like, he is bloodied now, you know that much, and it seems like this fight is, on the downhill side for somebody. It looks like it could be synced up pretty well, so it's anybody's game at the moment. You have dealt, just to refresh your guys' memories, you've dealt 781 damage to him. That's actually including what he did to himself, but that's how deep he is, so
Wow.
That's a lot. One last thing is
And
Sparklet.
he's bloodied now or no?
Yeah.
he's way bloody.
Okay.
Sparklet has been doing some real effective work in this fight. However, he's now been seized by the Lord, and it looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. When last we left off, he was sort of like writhing around, screaming in the grasp of this sort of superior elemental, so... Not a good spot for Sparklet.
By the way, when do we become bloodied? Is it according to the
Half.
armor?
It's half.
But is it
I'm bloodied.
the water armor that is considered bloody?
Well, no, I don't. These won't be bloodied. This is just a flat 75. So
So we'll
Oh,
go
fuck, I forgot
unbloodied
about
until we
that.
die.
yeah, you'll be
Die
unbloodied,
immediately.
and then suddenly you will just be a tiny red stain.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
However, somebody in
that
the
makes me
forums
happy.
did the math. They calculated what I estimated your rate of speed and how long you'd traveled for how deep you were, and it's like some millions of feet deep.
Nice.
So you'll be
Glinish nerds.
it will not be a...
Yeah, somebody said Glinish morons.
And that's where we left off. I've still got the...
And the serpent thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it swooped by you guys. It looks just like a run. At least initially, just a runaway train attack. Just pure momentum.
Favorite Soul Asylum song.
But it's swirling around.
train
As
attack.
far as you've seen, it just rams you. So, yeah. So right now, I mean, just to fully catch you up, it could be a little. There's specifically a little grim with Sparklet being held. This is not a good thing because if he's not wearing the crown to seal it from this side, either nobody is or one of you is. So that's not a good thing. But let's do it. Let's play the roles.
Who's got initiative?
Oh, yeah.
Who's with me?
Where are we
Let
in the
us step
attack
up on the
cycle?
stage.
Is this a stupid question? Do we re-roll for initiative because it's a new game or new night, or no, we stick with the order from last week?
I don't know. I've got it here. I was thinking we
just
stick
continue.
just to go.
still
That
the
makes
same
sense.
battle.
Yeah, then we
Yeah.
can just jump in.
It seems sort
And
of
die.
like unnecessary.
Uh-oh.
What
Yeah.
a fucking spoiler.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what character I'm going to be next.
Okay, so let's do it. We're going to start at the top. Mildred, you're up first. And so far, this has been pretty stationary. Noral, or the elemental lord, he hasn't moved. He's just sort of acting like a turret right now. But he's also just freshly bloodied, so he may start some evasive maneuvers or...
Okay, so I'm going to try to yoink the crown.
Okay.
Yoinks?
Which we talked about on the previous episode, right? And you guys hadn't made a grab for it yet.
Yeah, like Blackie and I were going to do some type of sync maneuver, and then we forgot by the time. I don't know what happened. But in any case.
Blaine.
Never call me Blaine.
I never call who blame.
Oh my God.
You're hired.
Okay, so
I'm just hoping that in doing so, he's going to drop Sparklet, and then we'll be able to.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's do this. This is not technically an attack. Let me see.
Do you think this is a feat of athletics?
Let's do a
Dexterity move.
check. Yeah. Let's do an
Or
acrobatic.
thievery? How about thievery?
Is that in there?
Which one are you better at? Which one are you
Thievery.
better at?
Yeah.
But it really is.
Blaine, their back and forth is brought to you by...
Spiders keeping you out, eating your flies. Creepy, creepy, creepy spiders. Spiders.
Thievery sounds good.
Thievery.
That's a
All right.
dex.
I
That's a
left her
dex.
party almost fainted.
Yeah, and I trained in that skill in my last level up. So.
Oh, snap. All right. So, roll. It's a thievery difficulty check. We're going to go a minus. It's going to be a -9.
-9.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So,
So I need to roll. Tell me what.
Dungeon Master, fuck you, is what that is.
no. This is you're going to roll a d20. You're going to add your thievery bonus.
Right.
And you need to. I'm
Yeah.
doing second edition.
Yeah, you're
huh?
backwards now.
Fourth edition. Then what is that?
So I'm going to add my bonus to whatever I roll. So I'm trying to get above whatever number you give
Yeah.
me.
So 29. Is that right?
No.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
My bonus is an 8. So if you want this to be an absolute
No,
impossibility,
yeah,
then
good to know. All right.
So-
20.
But that is
25.
if you wanna-
25.
25.
Yeah,
Okay.
difficult check 25. Let's see it.
Okay.
What do you
it.
got? What do you got?
18 plus 8 is 26.
26. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Gorgeous.
Steal it.
so Mildred feigns an attack. You see him just slightly sort of adjust to hopefully compensate, and instead you spur your golem to lunge as quickly as possible.
Yeah, golem.
He's unable to respond in time, and you zip in and you see you make a grab for the. It's very prominent on his head, like it's just like a crown. Watery looking though. So you scoop in, and as your fingers go to the crown, they just like pass through it. But he reacts with in fear, and he drops Sparklet.
Nice.
So you don't get the crown. It seems like you're gonna have to either He's either going to have to die or you're going to have to figure out some other way to sort of.
Can you still
It
attack?
looks like it's part of him. So.
Use an action point or something?
Oh, yeah. If you use an action point, you could.
Did you call me a he?
No, you. I
Oh.
said you.
If you use as an action point, do we have one? I forget how action points are. So if I use one, I can attack right now.
Right.
But I actually might want to save it, so I'm just going to let the initiative go to the next.
Just a reminder.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so Sparklet's freed. His sort of keening shriek cuts off as he's gets the equivalent of air back in his
I give
lungs.
him a wink and a thumbs up.
Nice, a little Mentos moment as you swim
How
away.
jacked up is he?
He's in terrible shape. You can see just purely. The only way you can judge it is you can't see wounds.
His
but he
version
just
of bloodied?
looks emaciated.
Yeah.
So his mass is dwindled.
I don't feel bad for him at all.
No, Sparklet?
Oh, Sparklet,
Oh, he
yeah.
does look. He looks.
I was
that
asking
bad?
about Sparklet.
Sparklet looks.
Okay, then
I thought
can I use
Nora.
my action point and go to him and give him some of my golem?
Yes, you can present that.
Yeah.
to
He
him.
has to take it.
Yeah,
No,
but he has to.
I already told him that we're a team, and this is what teams do.
I'm going to cry.
This tiny woman is very inspiring to me.
This is beautiful, you
That's
guys.
even politically correct. God, Sir Richard is.
Makes me want to
Wait,
One
that was Sir
classy
Richard?
dude.
I thought it was Sir Dipshit, the guy that plays Sir Richard.
Wow.
Here we go. Another ruined Thanksgiving.
Oh, jeez. Brian's already planning how to kill your new character.
No way, I like this one.
Okay, so you.
Glittismore, remember?
Crossing his fingers.
Yeah, he's all fired
I
for
played for
Glittismore.
Glittismore.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, Amarth. Okay, so you're going to burn an action point, which drops you to. Oh, no idea. All right, yeah. We're going to have to look up action points again.
Well, it says we get. I know
start
I
with
get one
one.
with each milestone, but I'm not
Yeah,
entirely sure what a milestone.
but had you used yours? Because I think you guys all had.
ever in any game? I mean, I think I used it.
Somebody here used one.
Yeah, Brian.
I
I
also
might have.
used one, I believe. to
Brian just
heal.
used one to so that he wouldn't lose a turn on this
Yeah.
round because he had botched.
That's what my action point space says.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
mine too. So
Yeah, I think I'd given you guys all an action point. So
one.
you've got.
Okay,
yeah.
so now I have 0. All right.
Yeah, and you'll get that back after sleepy time or
Cool.
whatever.
I can't wait till sleepy
Or it'll
time.
go away forever when we switch to second edition.
Right.
That's great.
Hooray.
We roll with new characters.
Second edition, brought to you by Dungeons and Dragons ignoring us. I don't know.
Let's see. Okay, so you burn your 4th edition action point and you swoop around,
Right.
and you sort of give Sparklet the strength and honor arm grip, but you don't feel. It doesn't look like he just whispers in passing. He's like, "You need this more than I do."
No, and I don't want to have an argument with him right now. And now it's not the time or place. But I give him a very stern look, and I'm like, "Stop fucking around. I didn't get hit by that serpent train. I'm okay, and you need to be here to keep the king hat on so that you can't so that we can seal the thing."
The king hat. Would you say you're intimidating him?
Sure.
An old Paul F. joke.
It was Paul F. joke.
Classic.
Little nod.
Classic Paul.
Yeah. So D20, difficulty 20.
King hat. Oh,
Difficulty 20 on
That's my
diplomacy.
His
best
name's
Paul
all
F.
over the table, so it's hard not to.
That was a really good Paul
What is
F.
it? What's my
You gotta roll
difficulty?
in anything, gotta roll in anything, gotta roll in
Roll it in the
anything.
thing, roll it in the thing.
20.
Or
20?
botch first and then roll it in the
and I'm
thing.
intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
rolled a 20.
Oh, jeez.
And plus
Hot
8. So
diggity.
Fuck yeah.
So
That
he.
is
Natural
so
20.
intimidating.
Okay, so he siphons.
He might run away.
So okay, then let's do this then. In using an unspoken words, how much are you willing to donate to Sparklet's well-being?
I think I'll donate.
Of your, how many do you have left?
I have
Hit points?
65.
These are hit
Oh,
points.
shit.
I'm
of
going
your-
to give him 20.
Yeah.
20. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay.
That's very nice
Cool.
of you.
He nods. He nods to you with respect.
I nod back.
Next up, Amarth.
Roll for nods.
Botched my nod.
Not botched.
So he's okay. He's
You see
he'll
him.
live to fight another day.
He fleshes out visibly,
All right.
or fills out.
I was gonna tell him to get behind us.
Gross.
But
He just got a boner.
I don't even know what you said that about. But I guess
I
anytime.
said he just got a boner. Not me.
He did.
I always have a boner. that goes without saying.
All right, I see Brian warming up some dice. What's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know why I was rolling up all the dice.
Just throw the dice in the box, see what happens.
Well, I'm gonna hit Crowny one more time.
Okay.
Crowny.
All I just have is like my normal overhead strike now.
Okay.
My
And what's your strength bonus?
To smash a barbarian.
it's fucking 9. Oh no, my
Is that the math song?
Looks real nice.
Crowny.
Where's Magic Crown?
Magic crown.
it's 7, and then my 7 bonus. Yeah.
We have to pay for all these.
You have to pay for them.
7?
7.
Okay.
yeah.
With my ass. Am I right?
My broadsword is 9 strength versus AC.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So roll a d20. Don't roll a 1. Roll a 20.
You don't roll a 1.
I'm praying that you'll roll a 20.
We want him to roll ones.
Just a 10.
10
Plus 7.
Yeah.
7
17.
is 17, and it's versus your normal attacks versus armor.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that is it's just shy of a hit.
Son of a booch.
Son of a cock.
All right.
Son of a cock.
Let me grab Trey. All right.
Grab Trey. I totally grabbed Trey the other night, man. I was totally out with these girls, and we were doing like these Jaegermint shooters. I totally did it. Totally.
2 guards each consecutively swing around for an attack. One rolls a 2, and one rolls a 1.
That means they both totally dropped trade, bro.
Botches it. Unremarkable botch, though. He overshoots and swings wide, so he's out. He's gonna miss the next turn.
Good stupid dick.
Then Sir
Hate
Richard,
them.
you're next.
I will strike the wounded king
Ah,
with the at will power, holy strike.
okay.
Holy strike.
It's,
What's your flavor text on that one?
strength versus AC? Strength modifier, radiant damage. If you mark the target, you gain a bonus to the damage roll equal to your wisdom modifier.
None of that means anything. It says you strike an enemy with your weapon, which ignites with holy light. It drops to 9, and this is a strength, so you get your +5 versus King. Not quite strong enough.
We are rolling
Show.
cold.
Gonna
Let's
warm
go.
up though. Bart, you're next.
Next. Get him.
Uh,
It's fucking hot. in
sure
here.
strike.
All right.
That's plus 11.
I left
versus
the engine
armor
running.
class.
We got to get the AC fixed before Vin Diesel comes.
Yeah, I don't want this place filling up with Vin Diesel fumes.
Yeah, he's super hot.
Overpowered by Vin Diesel fumes.
I'm already going to have
Oh,
my
so I
shirt
get
off,
plus
even
11 bonus.
whether it's hot or not.
Obviously.
So,
I'm wearing
21.
my formal nipple rings.
So that's a hit, yeah?
Yep. Bart swings in
You guys
with,
hit him.
with a sure strike.
1d10,
Yeah, you
yeah?
connect 1d10.
Okay.
Yeah. A 1.
How is
Times
that?
2. Right?
Times 2, it's a 2.
Hey, Vin Diesel, we want you to come play D&D in a boxcar with us. I know you don't know us. There's
Yeah.
no
Hope
air.
you like beans.
Because we love them.
Everyone usually has some fast food before, and then we huddle around a table and
In a
Sure,
sauna
cigars on
Hey,
toothpicks.
CAA agent, get your client.
we want to book Vin Diesel into a fart box immediately.
Sparklet rolls a 6 on his attack. That's a miss. The next guard rolls a 13.
We might actually have a shot at it, though.
And he's...
Can we play that whole game in the dark?
It's going to be a while from now because he's got so much promotion to do for Fast and Furious 6.
Technically, this is promotion.
I know, but that's what I tried to say. I already,
There's your
believe
Paul
me,
F.
I did that
Tompkins
voice. No, that was Dave Rath. That was me telling Dave Rath what to say.
Ricky. Imitating Ricky. Imitating Elvis.
It was Dave Rath's Paul F. Tompkins.
What's Mildred's armor?
18.
18. All right. So the one of the royal guards swings around towards you and connects with an attack.
Asshole.
These guys...
Not the guard, you. No, the guard. I mean the guard.
Now he's rolling. Now they roll strong. So you take 19 damage from the buff.
But then it's halved, right?
Yes,
Yes,
buffed
it's
out
halved
guard.
and it's
So
off your armor.
10. Yeah, so halved rolled up, or rounded up, 10.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the hot box.
And then it's the king. He rolls versus...
That would be a fine way for your game to end. You realize you've hallucinated all these wonderful relationships.
So what is it? The occurrence at Elkhorn Bridge or
It's a
Oxbow?
Ken's Jacob's Ladder.
Spoilers.
All right.
Expirations run out on movies from the 1980s.
On Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah, on
We
Jacob's
can tell
Ladder.
people how Jacob's Ladder ends.
I mean, I've
He's
seen
been
it,
dead.
obviously.
The elemental lord turns
The
his
shark
gaze
dies in Jaws.
amidst all the action. He turns his gaze
what?
towards Sir Richard, and he doesn't lift his weapon. You just feel you feel the eye contact made, and you prepare. You prepare yourself for one of the ice, like the freezing sort of battering ram
holding
attacks that
several
he's been
dice right
using.
now.
So that's 3 rolls, 32. So you, so what happens is you prepare to like dodge, like twist out of the way, but the attack never comes. You feel the water around you turn thick, just for a sec, sort of jelly-like, just for like a fraction of a second, and then your golem. Your vision is clouded and your golem stops moving, and you realize moments after the rest of you what's happened. You see just materialize around Sir Richard, just a jagged, misshapen chunk of ice, like he freezes the water surrounding you. You realize it just a second later. You don't feel the temperature immediately, but it starts to seep through.
Great ice sound, by the way.
And you see, thank you. And you see your block just slowly starts to sort of drift with the invisible current towards the rift.
We have a story on Glenishmore of a captain who's frozen in ice.
Here we go.
What?
He's like one of them novelty ice cubes that has one of them warriors in it.
So this becomes something that like an objective. You guys could try and bust him out, or maybe he lifeboats his way back to the regular place. Who knows? But for now, you're for an undetermined amount of time. You're in like a stasis. Then
If only one of us.
breath.
Yeah, I was going to say, if only one of us
used
could
it.
breathe fire. I thought you could use it constantly.
Encounter.
2 more guards swing around in unison. They aim for Amarth. You throw, using like the agility of your golem. You throw one of them off, and his attack doesn't connect, but one of them does. Graze you, and you take 18 halved, so 9.
Okay.
That brings us to Blackie.
Does it? Well, I'm going to zip in sort of nearby him because I'm going to lay a little thing on him called a dreadful word. this is when I whisper one word of an unthinkable cosmic secret to my foe, and his mind reels in terror. This is a charisma versus will attack. And I'm just going to zip in close to his ear, and I'm going to kind of sort of like lean in, like I'm on an episode of Soap.
All right.
Sorry.
Whisper inbound. This is versus his willpower.
Versus his
so
will.
here's Blackie's attack roll.
You can tell us what you say to him.
And I botched it.
So instead you just go, glee.
It just blows my mind how the dice move in waves, right?
Yeah.
Like there's whole days where you guys are just.
Wait, I started so strong. I started with like I got yanked his.
You roll in
Crown.
I'm
20.
telling you, the gambler's fallacy drops so hard on D&D,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, we rolled. It's got to be good next week. All right.
So I guess I sort of bite my tongue.
Well,
instead of saying Valanche.
let me have the tray back here. I want to do this properly. I don't want
dreadful
another.
word. Is that it?
You mean Andrew Dice Tray?
That's an encounter.
Oh, I think he can't have used it then. 'Cause he already used it. Dreadful word.
No, I used a Dread Star. That was my daily.
No, you tried to whisper something, and I think it.
Falafel.
Yeah.
In the king's ear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bounty.
You did.
Because it was paper towels, and that would be so upsetting.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
well, you know what? Then I'm going to have to use a Dread Star on him.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah, what happens?
Blackie Green didn't botch.
Blotch.
Blaine botched.
So it doesn't count
I,
at all.
however,
It
did
just doesn't
botch.
count.
I think it's a wash. Either way, I rolled a 17 on your bacho meter, so it just ends up being a miss. So.
Okay.
I was trying to help you, by the way, not out you as
no.
trying to use your.
No, that's cool. I had totally forgotten. I thought
Blackie
I
tried to cheat. You guys.
Mildred is the anti-botch.
Yeah, it's good that she's
And
here.
you rolled that. You
No,
dodged
I
a
have
99.
That's
yeah.
coming. You
Yeah.
know that's coming back around. You
Wow.
know it.
So rolling in the box rules.
All right, and then finally, this is the not lost from from your warrior's minds or your warlock's mind, but sort of just set aside momentarily while you try and just get the king's just kill the king as quickly as possible. The serpent has wheeled around. The body of the thing is still just through the water as the front end comes around for another pass. All right.
If we just break this box and
I
can't
hope
roll,
We can no longer roll any dice.
I hope the serpent doesn't like chewing ice.
All right. So that's an 18 on the serpent's attack here.
Hey, if this thing is coming at us, is there a way that I can use an ethereal stride, which is just an encounter power? If he's attacking me, is this a new round?
This is the end of this round. So,
I mean, is the end of this round the beginning of another round?
have you used your action point?
I think I used my action point a little earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he's attacking us, then doesn't this make this a new encounter?
No, this is all still part of the same encounter here. I'm trying to think though. Could you respond to this? Probably not according to the rules, but I think it would make sense if you had. Then you're actually taking two actions. It's not totally fair. Yeah, I don't know. I think you might have to eat this one. But
Because I was thinking that attacking the king was one encounter, and then that the big snake with all the elementals was a different attack.
No,
entirely.
it's not target. It's like engagement. So one encounter is all these dudes at the moment. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to roll a 6-sided. 6 is roll again.
Is that somebody's ass or somebody's chair?
Which
Oh, that's
Them-
Ken is.
I'm just
Ken's just-
not happy.
Ken's mouth. Actually, but glad that you.
I'm moaning with displeasure.
Whichever-
and farting.
And going around the table from my left today, we have Jerry, Sarah, Blaine, Brian, and Ken. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever number I end up rolling is the person that's not hit by that's able to get out of the way of the serpent here. It's a mark.
Yay.
Yeah.
Wait, Jerry's in case.
Sorry,
tonight.
guys.
He's Yeah, he's just in the path.
Sitting duck.
So it might break him free, though.
It might.
He floated out of range.
Okay, so Amarth, you see the serpent like has twisted around, and its maw is like gaping as it swings around, and you manage to you just take a sort of a 360-degree shot in the dark because this thing's so big, and your guess pays off as you sort of sidestep about 40-50 feet, and you just see this thing just like a fuzzy shimmery blur just slam past you, and you feel the sort of the suck of the current as it swooshes by you. The rest of you guys, you know it's about to hit moments before it does if your back is to it, and the rest of you see it and you do what you can to get out of the way, but you are unable to. So, by the way, how's everyone on golem points here? What are we looking at?
I have 406.
Why don't you tell us what the damage is?
All right. I'm just doing a little recon. This is...
I don't like it.
Actually, I have a special dice that I'm going to roll just for this.
This
He brought
stop
us
says
those
brought to
special-
you by
All
hopelessness.
20-sided die.
It's my D20 inside a D20.
God damn it. I hate it.
All right, that's an 8 and a 9. I got to keep track of this. Hold on. That's a 16 and a 5.
Blaine, this dice rolling brought to you by...
This dice roll brought to you by Stuffed Crest. Finally, gooey, cheesy crest. Makes brushing fun, Stuffed Crest.
Let's actually take a break while he rolls.
All right. All right. The gigantic serpent plows into the party, passing through it's hard to tell with the turbulence, but it looks like the king actually sort of it displaces around the king. So as it just swims past him, there's like a little pocket that forms, and it just past him, smashing into the rest of you guys. You each take 63 halved
Holy shit.
damage, and you're knocked well clear of this fight. So
It's going to be a wrap at the end of this episode, I think.
So
that's 31, 32.
We'll probably skip a week while we
Can you make it 31?
all cry.
Can't round that
Let's
down.
round it up.
Because this time we knew how to kind of like get in front of it a little bit.
Is that it for you?
So this is 32.
Did you just explode?
No.
Oh,
Sir
I
Richard.
very nearly did.
Rice.
Sir Richard is no.
No, just your golem,
Wait, what
right?
about that? What
Sir
about
Richard is no more.
what about the ice though? Does that protect him?
You don't know what's happening right now. Amarth.
Really? Are you that fucked up?
Amarth,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
super fucked up.
He
He had
was-
like 20.
He had
You
like
didn't have
9
any of your golem points left, and then your golem turned to ice?
No, the golem. Once the golem's gone, we're dead. Your hit points don't matter after that.
The
What do you
crushing weight of the
Because
ocean
we're
will
underwater,
smudge
so-
me into an oblivion.
Oh,
When your golem
shit,
points
I
are gone,
forgot about
yeah.
that. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So you're each taking 32 points of golem damage.
Except for me.
Or golem, except for you. You're appalled as you see this
Something
thing
much worse happens to him.
smash into everyone like it's made of cement. They're knocked, just bowled aside. You see the Sir Richard's.
Did you really have your second character die just now?
Chunk of ice.
Well, he's not
Wait,
dead
wait,
yet.
wait,
The
what
ice
happened?
that surrounds him is shattered.
Uh-huh.
What's everyone's status now? So I can set this next scene up here. Y'all
I'm
took
done.
32.
I have 3 golem points left.
Man.
I have 17.
All right.
I have 10.
Okay. And Amarth, you're
42,
You're still-
motherfucker.
Can I somehow?
and Jerry, how many?
Oh, that's not true. It's I got
For-
33 now.
For
Yeah, 33.
For the math's sake, is that what you want to do?
You're looking for negative points?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm just actually curious. I guess it doesn't
sorry, dude.
really matter, but
Just kick Ken
Well, where did
in
you
the
start
butthole.
before the thing hit you?
What did you tell me that we just took 32?
32, yeah.
Halved. Or
No, that was-
That was 60, 64 halved.
63 half.
I am at like 96 points of damage on the golem, so I'm over the 75.
So,
I've been doing
yeah,
it.
you're
I had
20, yeah.
48 coming into the night, 64.
Okay,
Wait.
so let me just.
No, 32.
Well, yes, but I was hit before, and
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I took
Right before you were hit, how many golem points did you have left?
the
This dead air brought to you by.
No, but I came in. It was minus 48 off the golem.
He was doing
so
this
I had
weird minus thing, it's very
Well, I had
confusing.
27 golem points.
Oh, okay.
So-
Jerry,
you're-
don't yell at me.
no, but then I took the 8.
So you're
or 9,
Yep,
right?
yep,
and
yep.
then
Yeah.
and then so
Yeah,
here,
so
here we
you're
are.
sub about 20. You got over. Okay,
Let's-
so now
let's
wait,
not-
hold on.
okay.
Hold
Not
on.
haggle over how many points I took in death. Let's
You
No,
So
but the
Amarth,
ice,
you have
I
a
feel
more
like-
you have the view of all this. The
It's,
rest
yeah.
the rest of you guys are just tumbling for a moment. Can't keep track of what's happening.
Can I take Sir Richard to the? No, I can't.
Well,
You can take the next turn, but hold
Yeah,
on,
okay.
hold on. So, one of you has a very clear image of what's going on. One of your party. This party member has spent his entire existence here in the waters of the elemental
Oh,
plane.
Sparklet.
So simultaneously, as the serpent plows into everyone, and even unseen by you, Sparklet anticipates the worst, and he doesn't cry out. He doesn't. He makes no sound. He just fragments, like he explodes, in like 5 chunks of like 5 javelin pieces of shrapnel, as his sort of last move. Each of these Sparklet chunks smashes into
Life sickles.
into
Scott?
your life sickles.
Life
I like that.
sickles.
Into each of your guys' golems, giving you
172 points.
13 points.
and 20, so giving you each 24 points of golem back.
Interesting.
Sir Richard, you are a little bit of a unique case. You not only were you like surrounded by the so you have 3 left. Not only were you surrounded by the ice, but your golem was so heavily damaged. It splashes in like you receive this Sparklet sacrifice, but it doesn't quite get to you before part of your suit ruptures. So, I'm gonna roll an extremity. You only have 3, really. Well, 3.5.
How dare you?
You can shorten the one.
Yeah, actually, you have an arm. You just don't have a hand. So I'll roll a d4. So it'll be right side, right arm 1, left arm 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. So this is a d4, and this is whatever limb this is. Well, we'll get to that. It's a 4.
My leg!
So you feel. All right. So
Good Lord, it's my
Jesus
left arm
Christ.
and my left leg.
So I just you feel just a moment of cold as there's like this millisecond of water rushes into your golem suit as Sparklet's self smashes into you, sealing up, just repairing the golem suit enough. But your left leg just completely, like instantly, like a spell was cast on it, like an illusion. It just disappears. The golem reforms like just below your balls and your hip, and you feel a sudden sort of
Sadness at
no, you-
losing a leg? Because I do.
What do you call an asshole missing a left leg and a left arm?
Oh man.
What's the old joke?
Eileen.
Sir Richard.
You have just a moment of like you're aware of what's happened, and then your vision goes like completely red as your body like blood pressure shifts and you black out for a second and you're drifting.
Holy Christ!
He's out of the ice now, though. That's the bonus.
Is his leg just bleeding? I mean, is it?
Or it's bloodless.
No, it's
right?
yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
neatly
okay, yeah, I didn't-
neatly
It just vanished.
sealed
Got it,
up
okay,
by the
cool.
golem, but his leg, was compressed into like a nearly infinitely small piece of juice, I guess.
Because we're
Spot
very
of juice.
deep.
Great.
You're a warrior. You'll revive. You'll come back to the fight here momentarily. You're just missing this next round.
Honestly, the jokes are going to hurt more than the
So that brings us to the top of the next round.
Get him, Mildred.
Well, okay. So is Sparklet gone
Yes, he's
permanently?
dead.
Yeah.
So it's
Sparklet's
one of
gone.
us has to. Best case scenario, one of us is going to have to stay here to close the.
Well, he
Yep.
can maybe reunite and feel so good after we're done if we can get all our
Can
golems
he?
yeah.
back
Does that
Maybe.
seem like that's possible?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It should probably be somebody that women would find repulsive because he's missing 2 limbs.
He makes a fair point. Most of me is
How's he
already
gonna
here
grab the crown with
anyway
one
if
hand?
we're going to stay.
Like, do I feel like there's no communicating with Sparklet right now to be like,
You cast about with your voice and your sort of mental
yeah,
communication, but
even
you
though
don't get
he's
anything.
a part of me now.
Yeah.
We're all covered in his essence.
All
Yeah.
right.
There's a
Gross.
Well, that's why I thought maybe I could
smell him
talk
on
to
me.
him.
the heavily damaged Lord Noral lets out a triumphant cry as he sees the battle turn in his favor.
All right, I kind
Fucking
of like
Noral.
give him the dwarven equivalent of flipping him off. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's
You
some
probably just flipping him
dramatic-
off.
And then I attack using something that I like to call.
I got a squeaky chair today.
Yeah, my chair is squeaking too. I guess. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm doing the just the cleave because that's the best attack I have. Yeah, that I can still use. Okay, here I go. Cleaving into the Lord.
This is Mildred's attack.
12. So plus 7, so 19.
Okay, that connects. That's
then-
versus armor, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then I do 7 times, let's see. Yeah, 7 plus 2, so that's 9 times 2, right?
Yep.
18.
Yep.
And then the enemy adjacent to him will take 4.
Okay, so 18 to the king. And let me just roll and see if there's a guard adjacent.
Beverly Hills Guard adjacent.
Yes, one of the guards. And how many is that? 4?
4 to him.
This
yeah.
is the same guy I see on my notes here that you did
Good.
a little spot of
What's his
cleave
name?
damage to earlier. Guard 6.
Directed by
Cars.
Lee.
All right, next up, Amarth.
Dice tray.
Nice trade drop, bruh.
But
Sweet
dice
trade
tray, I would like to cuddle. Cuddle this, you fucking knew. I'm gonna what?
If we can't get Vin Diesel, we should get Dice in here. Don't we?
Dice playing D&D would be so fun, right?
It'd be polyhedral dice. Like, yo!
It's like he's rolling himself.
I actually think the person.
Vocal
That
bitch!
sounded like old Travolta.
It'd be funny to have Dave.
Boy,
Over here.
where?
It'd be funny to have
Who?
Dave Anthony in here one. Though.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he hates this so much?
Yeah.
And he hates
And
us.
us.
And us, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
doesn't
and he
like
hates
anybody.
everyone and the
And himself.
Himself.
And colors. And sound.
Talking
I'm gonna
into
do
microphones.
devastating strike.
All right, this is Amarth's D20 attack roll.
Yeah. That jumped out.
Yeah, that jumper.
but I'll take it. It was a 17.
Bouncy. This better be better.
15.
That's good.
Plus 6, 21.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
hit.
that.
Holy cow.
So 1d10 plus 1d8 plus 6 damage.
1d10 plus 1d8 plus 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he dead? Is that what you're saying?
What?
No, we're seeing.
It's taking so long 'cause
Brian's
he's
getting his
dead.
dice.
Just 7. One of them was real low.
Okay, 7. So 1d10 plus 1d8 plus 6.
Oh, plus
right?
6, yeah.
So 13, and then that's doubled.
Doubled.
Your golem puts a little extra rocket sauce on that for
okay.
you, so that's 26. Okay. All right, then there's 2 guards. I'll grab the dice tray here. The dice tray. A 4 and a 15 versus an unconscious Sir, both against Sir Richard's unconscious body. One of them, both these are also both against armor. Your armor. You're wearing a chain.
yeah.
So one of them is, let's see, is it enough to get through? Yes.
You're gonna be dead again.
Dead again.
But wait.
On Nickelodeon.
Where's my? There we go. All right. All right. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Halved. So that's 8. You take 8 damage. I know you only have 3 left.
At least I go to where my leg and hand are.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
Hey, I was asleep when it happened.
Two
Everyone
gu-
wants
yeah.
to die in their sleep, right?
2 guards converge on Sir Richard.
Glenishmore, here I come.
The
Jesus.
unconscious Sir Richard. One ineffectively bounces off your golem armor. The other, just offhand, not even looking at you, already looking back at who he's going to attack next, slashes you. You see like
Death was an afterthought.
yeah, you see like it's like a inverted bubble, and there's Sir Richard just vanishes. Not even a blood stain. Now I got to write actually.
Well, you know what? If we can get that drop that he's compressed into, maybe later we can resurrect him.
Actually, it'd
'Cause
be
he's all
easier
in there.
if you and I just stepped out for a sec. So,
Oh my God.
Sir Richard
you want
and
us to step out?
No.
Well, don't you wanna do it on air?
I guess so. Yeah.
Do it on air.
Sir Richard
I
will
forgot we were
return in
Not on air, but
Octopussy.
whatever the fuck you call.
I forgot
On
we were
pod.
podcasting.
Can't stay
yeah.
alive.
Can't see alive. Can't see alive.
A bunch of nerds are really upset. Sorry, dude.
You know, here's the thing, guys. If you're a fan of the show and you're drawing, why don't you wait a couple episodes before you start really getting the character stuff down and wasting a lot of time penciling when Sark's just going to erase it all.
All right, everyone's stepping out. Now it's just Jerry and I in the. Okay, so
How much
now,
experience points
this
do I
is-
get?
No, this is important.
Yeah.
So you are in the you are back on Glenishmore. You're roaming the rolling hills of Glenishmore. You still have your hand, your arm. You're an experienced warrior, though. You know that you've been KO'd, and you're having this happy dream at the bottom of an infinite ocean. And over the hill, you see a woman. She looks like you've never seen her before. She sort of like has a radiance, though. She's on a white horse, sort of a Valkyrie-looking woman, and she gallops up over the hill. And it's not till she gets closer, and you sort of stop. You don't have any. There's no feeling of danger, so you don't draw your weapon. It's not till she gets close that you see that the horse is just not. It's not quite touching the grass, and you can see as she gets close, there's like a bit of a shimmer almost to her. And this woman smiles at you, and she's like, "So Richard, you are a noble man. This is not the end of your adventures." She's like, "I have important things for you to do." And then you notice, and I don't know if you have it written in your book.
Does she have things for me to do in the land of the dead? Because this is pretty sweet. Nobody's trying to kill me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I have
here.
all my parts back. Is she hot?
Did you? Yeah, super hot. Yeah. Did you pick a deity when you rolled up in the beginning?
No.
All right.
No,
well, we need to do that right now.
I
so
know.
that you can,
I didn't commit it to paper, but
we need to do that now because as she talks to you, you recognize the insignia on her shield as that of your deity. So this is page 21 in the player's handbook. Jerry's referring to the paladin, specifically to the paladin section, but I don't do fake ads like Blaine does, so I just kind of talk aimlessly.
He would absolutely take one of the lawful good ones, and so we're...
Are you looking at Moradin?
Yes,
that's the one...
or the Bahamut. Either one of the lawful goods.
Bahamut. Or... okay, so I'll let you pick.
I believe Bahamut would be more because they're...
That's good, because that's...
I'm a protecting paladin as well.
That's actually good, and that will become obvious why, but that works nicely into the plans. Okay, so you recognize on her shield the insignia of Bahamut, the dragon's head of Bahamut.
I bow my head.
And she's like, no. She's, "Rise, Sir Richard. Bahamut knows that which you are fighting for." And she says, "Not only do your friends need you, because they do not have the same inner steel, but Bahamut needs you." She's like, "You will be returned to the land of the living with one mission, and that mission will be you have to." How does she phrase this? You will be returned to the land of the living for one more mission, one more task, and that task is to restore balance to you personally tasked to restoring balance to the planes. She says she goes on to explain that if you do not, the universe as you know it, all the worlds, those even that you haven't even imagined, they will not end in a dimensional flood. She says, but thousands and thousands of worlds and millions of lives will end when Bahamut is forced to restore balance himself.
I will not fail you.
All right. So she turns and she's like, "I know you won't. I thank you." She had no name, nothing. She's like, "And Bahamut thanks you." And she turns and starts to gallop away. And you see for just a second, you see the hindquarters of the horse sort of shimmer a little, and the tail whisking back and forth as she starts to silently gallop back over the hills. It just sort of maybe it's a trick of the light, but it just looks slightly serpentine, possibly dragonish even. And then you hear a distant screaming and the sounds of battle, almost like you're you got hit with a flashbang and you're in a Ridley Scott movie. Yeah. Or what else? Who else did that? Tom Hanks, Spielberg? Yeah, whatever. Private Ryan. The whole world, everything of Glenishmore just sort of caves in. It's sucked back into your it feels like it's
the
pulled
last time I see Glenishmore.
pulled into your eyes, and you realize that you are right back where you were. You're in the water, and looking down at your left hand or left arm, you see that you have a hand. But it's made of the same white light that this woman you talked to was made of. Quick check shows that your entire left leg is glowing like a beacon as well. You have no water suit.
This fist of justice, I will smite the king.
All right. Yeah, no water suit now. You're not sure even how or what the mechanics of this are, but it looks like you are just purely protected by the grace of Bahamut. And your task, it seems, will not take long. This task, it looks like, is going to need to be completed immediately. So that may there was no assurances of your continued existence. It may cost you everything, but you know what you have to do. The crown has to be yours, because there is greater plans at work, not only for you but also for the party. All right, let's get everybody back in here. God, you look psyched right now.
Okay, goggles, everybody.
We're back. Why are you still here? I'm just kidding. Aw.
All right, now
Before I answer that, you should find
Yeah.
out what you see.
so hold that thought. Now, Jerry, don't go anywhere. But we're gonna just begin the combat round. The shock hasn't even set in that you've lost. Now you've lost 2 of your party. And you guys are trained, bona fide badasses. You won't even let this affect you till your job is done.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
But you feel there's definitely like an emptiness, knowing that a third of the group has been just wiped out. So we're starting a new combat round. With, let's see, that was the Lord's turn, right? So we're going to finish up this combat round real quick. Oof. Guard, 1 epic fail, and 1 rolls a 20. The 20 is against Mildred. The epic fail is against Blackie. All right.
Oh, dear. So 17, 8, 9. 9. A guard.
You mean no
9
damage?
9
German
half.
for no damage?
a guard swoops in and does 9. No, he does 17, but it's
Okay.
halved to 9, yeah. And then it's Blackie. It's your turn. We're finishing up this combat round. real
Oh,
quick. You just took a shot, yeah.
right. And I hit him, right?
No. You took 9 damage.
Oh, but Blackie's rolling now?
So it was Lord Norrell, then Norrell, then 2 guards
Got
attacked, and now Blackie, and then we'll do the deal with the serpent here.
Well, really, all I can do is an Eldritch Blast on him, and remember, he's also got my Warlock's Curse happening.
Yep.
Which is he always chokes when he puts.
1d6 on his attack, right?
The Eldritch Blast is 1d10 Charisma versus Constitution. Charisma versus Reflex. Flex.
And what's the Warlock Curse? That's a d6.
Oh, the Warlock Curse. Oh, sorry. 1d6 to damage once per turn.
Okay. So then
An extra d6 damage.
he needs 2d6. On him.
Yeah.
So roll real quick. Just roll 2d6 for me, so we can catch up on your Warlock Curse that we haven't done.
4.
4. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
And
Eldritch Blast.
baby needs a new pair of curly-toed shoes. 3. Not today. Not at Best Buy.
That was the D20. That was your attack roll?
Yeah, that was my attack roll with my Eldritch Blast.
The king, just like, you can't see the face, but just the body language is just zero fucks given. Just smirking with his entire being.
Blackie's doing worse than me in Marco Island, Florida. Ooh.
Casually dodges the Eldritch Blast.
I hate a cash dodge.
All right.
Where are we in the roll?
We're right at the very end of the turn.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
So
the serpent
then,
gets another turn.
Right?
Fucking asshole.
Awesome.
let's see. Hold on.
I'm excited to get killed by the serpent now.
So the serpent. Okay, so.
That was like a difficult
Just thought if
trade
I
drop.
didn't give him the dice trade, then he can't
All right.
roll.
Can't kill us.
Perfect logic.
Now I'm not gonna lie. This is well, no, not yet. Don't say anything yet, Jerry.
Like a nightmare.
Jerry's looking at me like he wants to say something, but he can't yet. This could be it.
Yeah.
So first off, I'm gonna roll again a d6. Actually, we don't need a d6 side. We can only use a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mildred 1, Blackie 2, Amar 3, Bart 4. This is the person that won't be hit that will manage to. It's just random. This thing's so big.
Again?
It's Amar.
Yay.
That's why they call it Brian Posehn and Friends.
Fuck all y'all, get new friends.
Okay.
Suck my dick, old friends. Hi, new friends.
It's me, Andy Dick. I'm an elf,
All right.
You're
now,
not my friend.
now,
but I am an elf.
every now and then in these campaigns, we get to these just rubber meets the road dice rolls. This is going to be one of them. You really want this serpent to not connect with this attack.
Are you getting a migraine headache, Ken? You're doing a weird
It
thing
looks
with
like
your
he's
eyes.
going to black
I
out.
just can't open my eyes anymore.
To make it real simple, this dice can't be over 13 or over. All right? I'm rolling a d20 for you listeners out there. If
It's
the-
a dice with 20 sides on it.
if the
For you dumb
serpent,
listeners out there.
if the serpent rolls a 13 or over,
We're all dead.
yeah, it beats your
Except for a Marth.
except for Marth, it will beat your armor,
Yes.
and you'll take the brunt of the shot.
Right.
And there's almost, well, I mean, no, actually, you guys, some of you have a decent amount
It's
of,
possible.
yeah.
And if we go, I'm sure Amarth will close the rift by himself and sacrifice himself to save the world, right?
Fuck that.
Surprise.
All right, so here we go. Here's the D20. You need,
That was
you
Brian
need a
saying
12
it,
or less.
Adamar saying it
Yeah.
together.
It's
11. It's
Yeah.
an 11.
Oh, shit.
Nice. That means I shit my pants for nothing.
All right. Amarth, you guess correctly again. Now you feel like you've got maybe falsely feel like you've got this thing dialed. Zip out of the way. The rest of you are sort of bustled aside by the current as this thing trains through again, leaving you would leave you spinning and sort of confused if your golems weren't sort of stabilizing you. But the thing just thunders past you.
Okay.
Ready to wheel around. It's now starting to look like there's like, because
It
it's like
skips a turn, though, doesn't it? Or does it come every turn?
no every time,
Yeah.
but it's
End of every
passing
round.
through itself now. So it's starting to look like if you were miles and miles away looking at this, it would be starting to look like a knot almost because it's just looping in on like across and through itself.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
That's the end of this round. Okay, so as you guys just battered and down 2 units, you almost wearily now grinding, just churning out the attacks on the king. Wheel around in your golem suits for one last push. You see somewhere off behind you, you see this brat. You see this bright like a strobe And you just casting, anticipating some new trickery from the Elemental Lord. And keeping an eye on him and the attackers and the serpent, you're casting sort of sidelong glances towards the source of the light. And there's nothing, and then there's this spark, and then nothing, and then spark. Now it's like a flash. At one point, the light seems to come on, and it's like blinding. It illuminates everything. Even Noral and the guards sort of stop to look. Only the serpent keeps trekking. And as the light fades, this most recent time, you see the outline of a man, and the light is like sucked into, back out of existence into what looks like the man's arm and leg, and you see Sir Richard floating like a Japanese manga hero, with a restored left hand, but a left hand made of some type of like light or energy.
What the fuck?
And a full left leg made of energy, and even more scary than the serpent hitting you again is the look of fury and rage on Sir Richard's face as he's gazing at Lord Noral.
Is he a ghost, or is he
almost like he wants to? It looks like he's trying to kill him with telekinetic, like psychic powers.
But is he back like in ghost form, or is he back full?
That's what you see. He looks solid enough, but his
and-
his hand and his legs are
pure light or pure
shining. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like the 6 million gold piece man. That cold stone Steve Austin.
I throw my fist in the air and I say, Glenishmore! Like that. And I see if he reacts.
All right, let's call it and see what's going on with this magical asshole next time. I've been Brian Posehn. These have been my friends. And Jerry's not dead, I guess. All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
See you next time.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com